So you may understood that it is raining outside. So since it is raining outside, we are going to learn something very seriously through this video. Are you ready? Okay, so can we go for that? So as you know, in the last video we were discussing about distributivity property. I told you distributivity is one of the most important topic in this chapter. Now that means I think all the introductory parts are over. So now let us try to solve exercise 1.1. Okay, now it is the time to take exercise 1.1 in your textbook, and we will solve only important question. You know that since it is online class, we cannot solve all each and every question in the textbook. So what is my plan is I will solve the important. So I will give you a promise that I will not leave any important difficult question. We will target only important difficult question, and the remaining question which I am leaving, I am repeating, the remaining question in each exercise which I am leaving, you must do it as homework. So that means in the video session throughout, I cannot tell you have to solve this as homework, you have to solve this question as homework. I cannot say like that. So what you have to do is, which all question I am discussing, you can mark it. Please write well in your notebook. And the remaining question which I am leaving, you have to do it as homework. You may understand. Which all question I am discussing, you have to write in your notebook well. You have to organize it well. Then which all question I am leaving, you must do it as an activity or homework. Okay. And now it's a time to start the video session and just learn well. Okay. Listen. I'm going to start from question number 1, exercise 1.1. Exercise 1.1. Question number 1. Which is question number 1? Using appropriate properties, you have to calculate the values minus 2 by 3 into 3 by 5 plus 5 by 2 minus 3 by 5 into 1 by 6. Okay, that means you can solve it many different ways, but here we have to use some appropriate properties to solve this. So how that means I am going to explain how this problem can be solved out by using appropriate properties. Are you following me? Okay. Now just see, ഇത് ഞാൻ ചെയ്യുമ്പം ടെക്സ്റ്റ് ബുക്കിൽ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ നിങ്ങളുടെ ഗൈഡ്സിലൊക്കെ നോക്കുവാണെങ്കിൽ അതിൻ്റെ പ്രോപ്പർട്ടീൻ്റെ പേര് ബ്രാക്കറ്റിൽ എഴുതിയിട്ടുണ്ട്. ഞാൻ പ്രോപ്പർട്ടീൻ്റെ പേര് ബ്രാക്കറ്റിൽ എഴുതുന്നില്ല. കാരണം എന്താ വെച്ചാൽ അത് എഴുതുന്നതിന് പ്രശ്നം ഉണ്ടായിട്ടില്ല, എഴുതണമെങ്കിൽ എഴുതാം. പക്ഷേ നമുക്കതൊക്കെ കൂടുതൽ കൺഫ്യൂഷനിലോട്ട് പോകും. നമുക്ക് ഏറ്റവും സിമ്പിളായിട്ട് ഇതിനെങ്ങനെ സോൾവ് ചെയ്യാം എന്നാണ് we are going to discuss. That means I am going to discuss this question in such a way that how this question can be solved out very easily without making any confusion. Okay, so what I am going to do is how many terms are there in this question? That will be your first step. You have to identify how many terms are there in this question. You have to identify what you have to identify, how many terms are in this question. How you can count the terms. See, suppose if it is a into b into c, how many terms are there? Only one term. You can ask me why. Because here the operation is multiplication. You know, multiplication and division always multiplication and division never separate terms. Multiplication and division never separate terms. That means you can consider multiplication and division like friendship. That means if you are maintaining that much friendship between your friends, then anyone cannot separate you, isn't it? Just like that, this multiplication and even division also you can consider as friendship, because that multiplication and division will not separate the term. That means a into b into c you can consider as a single term. And one more thing, a divided by b you can consider as a single term. A divided by b is you can consider as a single term. Now you see a into c you can consider as a single term. By at first look you may think that there exist two terms a and c. No, because here the operation is multiplication will not separate the terms. That means you can consider it as a single term. A into c is a single term. And you just see a divided by b, again here the operation is division will not separate the terms, so you can consider it as a single term, a divided by b. But what is a plus b plus c? How many terms are there? 1 2 3 terms are there. Why? Because here the operation is addition will separate the terms, and subtraction also will separate the term. If the operation is addition, you can count it as 1 2 3 terms. And suppose if it is a minus b, how many terms are there? 1 2 terms. Why? Because the operation is subtraction. If it is a into d, how many terms are there? Only one term, because the operation is multiplication. So here, so So now let me come to the point. Now let me come to the point here. Here the operation is what? Multiplication. So you can consider it as a single term. Do not count it as 2. It is a single term because the operation is multiplication. And here you just see, here also the operation is what? Here also the operation is multiplication. So here this term also, that means 3 by 5 into 1 by 6 also you can count as another term, single term. You cannot separate it as 2 term because the operation is multiplication. But here you just see, here the operation is plus, here the operation is minus. That means this is a separate term, 5 by 2. Then how many terms are there? Now we just see how many terms are there. This is the first term. Listen well. This is your first term because you have to consider it as a single term because here the operation is multiplication. And this is the another term, you have to consider it as a single term because the operation is multiplication. You cannot count it as 2. You have to consider it as a single term. Okay, so this is your first term. It's a single term, first term, and this is the another term. Okay, and this is the next term. Why? Because I am considering it as the another separate term because here the operation is plus, here the operation is minus. Can you count 5 by 2 as 2 times? No. 5 by 2 is a single term here because here the operation is division. നിങ്ങൾക്ക് മനസ്സിലായോ? ഒന്നുകൂടെ പറയുന്നു. മൈനസ് 2 by 3 into 3 by 5 എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ ഒരു ടേമാണ്. കാരണം അത് ഓപ്പറേഷൻ മൾട്ടിപ്ലിക്കേഷൻ ആയതിന് ഇത് രണ്ടും ഒരുമിച്ചാണ് നിൽക്കുക. ഒറ്റ ടേമായി. മനസ്സിലായി. ഇനി ഇവിടെ 5 by 2 എന്ന് വെച്ചാൽ വേറൊരു ടേം, ഒറ്റ ടേം. ഇവിടുത്തെ ഡിവിഷൻ ആയതുകൊണ്ട് 5 ഉം 2 ഉം രണ്ട് ടേം ആവില്ല. 5 by 2 ഒരൊറ്റ ടേമാണ്. ഇത് അടുത്ത ടേം. അപ്പോൾ എത്ര ടേമായി? 1, 2, 3. കാരണം എന്താ? ഈ 3 ടേമുകളുടെ ഇടയ്ക്ക് എന്തുണ്ട്? പ്ലസും മൈനസും ഉണ്ട്. പ്ലസും മൈനസും ടേമുകളെ സെപ്പറേറ്റ് ചെയ്യും. That means you can count the number of terms as 1, 2, 3. So how many terms came? 3 terms came overall, isn't it? Now which is the next step is consider 2 terms or write 2 terms. This is your first term and this is your second term and this is your third term, and you have to write 2 terms together such that you just see your first term and you just see your third term. Can you see anything? You just see the first term and you just see the third term. Can you see anything? Yes, you can see something because 3 by 5 is there in the first term and 3 by 5 is there in the second term also. Isn't it? That means you just consider your first term and you just consider your third term. In first and third term, a common term is there, which is that 3 by 5. So I am going to write that 2 terms together. That means, listen. First term is minus 2 by 3 into 3 by 5 as it is without any change. And next term, instead of 5 by 2, next term I am going to write it as what? Minus this term, last term. When you write a term, you have to write with the sign. When you write a term, you have to write with the sign. Here the sign is minus. So you have to write with the minus 3 by 5 into 1 by 6. And at last, you can write the next term, which is the next term, 5 by 2, which is its sign plus. So the last term you can write it as plus 5 by 2. So what I did, I just made some changes. That means according to the question, this is your first term, this is the second term, this is your third term. So what I did is I am going to write this first term and third term together. That means first term as it is, then third term is 3 by 5 into 1 by 6 with the sign I have to write. So minus 3 by 5 into 1 6 I have written. Then which is the remaining term? Plus 5 by 2 is remaining term. With the sign it is read as plus 5 by 2. That I wrote last. Okay, and what is the reason for writing these 2 terms together? Because I know that there is a common term, which is that 3 by 5 is common factor. Why? Because in this term 3 by 5 is there, in this term also 3 by 5 is there. So just take that 3 by 5 outside from these 2 terms. Which you are going to take outside? 3 by 5. Can you take 3 by 5 outside from this term? No, because there is no 3 by 5. So last term as it is, but first and second term is sharing a common term, that is 3 by 5. So just take outside. You know how to take 3 by 5 outside. When you take 3 by 5 outside, that means when you take 3 by 5 outside, then in this term which will remain, 3 by 5 is already standing outside, which will remain minus 2 by 3 only remain. So minus 2 by 3, you have to write with the sign, don't forget, that is minus 2 by 3. When 3 by 5 come outside, what will remain? Minus 2 by 3, don't forget to write the sign minus. Then from this term also I have taken 3 by 5 outside, no? So if 3 by 5 come outside, what will remain? 1 by 6 only will remain, but with the sign you have to write. Minus is remaining there, no, isn't it? So minus 1 by 6, minus 1 by 6 plus the last term as it is without any change, 5 by 2. So when you take something outside, you have to give a bracket. You may understood. Is there any doubt? And my phone number is 8078119011. If you feel any doubt, you can call me. Just call me. I'm waiting for your call. I have no problem. So you can call me at any time. 8078119011. So this is the method of solving. And now just see, it is not yet finished. We have to go for little more steps. Now just see, and can you tell me which property I used here? Yes, very good, distributivity property. So that's why the question become using appropriate property. That means here we used distributive property. Enough. Now just see, it become 3 by 5 into 3. If there is no operation, it means into. If there is no operation, it means into. 3 by 5 into. Now what I can do here? As you wish. If you want, you can apply cross multiplication. If you want, you can apply LCM method, because the operation is subtraction. Cross multiplication or LCM can be done. Let me use cross multiplication. So bracket, because this bracket as it is, and cross multiplication means minus 2 into 6. This way you have to multiply, no? So this is the number minus 2. Don't forget to consider the sign also. This is minus 2. Minus 2 into 6 is what? Minus 12. Then this sign you have to give, which is that subtraction. Then 3 into 1. 3 into 1, what is that? 3. Divide by 3 into 6. That is 18. This is what is cross multiplication. Plus last time as it is 5 by 2. This will come down as it is. Okay. Now you just see, it becomes 3 by 5 into, in bracket what is remaining? What is minus 12 minus 3? Minus 12 minus 3 is minus 15. So at the first video session we already discussed, minus 12 minus 3 is minus 15, divided by 18 plus 5 by 2 as it is. This time as it is. You may understood. If you have any doubt, you can ask me, and you may understood it well. So what I did is, it was the question. What I did is, I write first time as it is. Then instead of writing second time, I write third time with the first time. And then at last I have written the second time. So what is the need of writing these two times together? Because a common time is there. That's why I used to write these two times together. Then that common time you can take outside. Then the remaining things will be inside. Then common time is in outside. Then it can be solved by using cross multiplication. The last time as it is. In that way we proceed. Okay. So now we just see. It becomes 3 by 5 into. Now you can avoid the bracket. It is minus 15 by 18 plus 5 by 2. Yes. And now you may understood this much. Now I told you, if the operation is multiplication, if you are going to multiply a fraction and another fraction, what we can do, you can multiply the numerator and multiply the denominator. Okay, that can be applied. But still you have to think that is there any simplification possible or not. Yes, here we can do some simplification. That means before multiplying numerator and denominator, you have to think that is there any simplification possible or not. Yes, it is possible. Is there any common factor for 3 and 5? No common factor. But there exists common factor for 3 and 18. Which is a common factor for 3 and 18? That means you can cancel in this way. You can cancel this term and this term if it is possible. You can cancel this term and this term if it is possible. You can cancel this term and this term if it is possible. You can cancel this term and this term if it is possible. But you cannot cancel in this way. This way of cancellation is not possible. This way or this way or this way or this way cancellation is possible. So 3 and 18 can you cancel? Yes. Which is a common factor for 3 and 18? 3 is a common factor for 3 and 18, isn't it? So in 3 how many 3? 1. In 18 how many 3? 6. You may understand. And is this way of cancellation possible? Yes. Which is a common factor for 5 and minus 15? 5 is a common factor. In 5 how many 5? 1. In 15 how many 5? 3. You may understood. So what will remain? Now we just see. Now we can multiply numerator and denominator because now it is reduced. So here the number is 1. 1 into minus 3. What? 1 into, here you have to consider the sign. Because sign is not cancelled. 1 into minus 3. What is 1 into minus 3? Minus 3. Divide by denominator. 1 into 6 is 6. Plus 5 by 2. You may understood. And now we just see. Still here you can cancel once again. 3 and 6 get cancelled now. In 3 how many 3? 1. In 6 how many 3? 2. You may understood, isn't it? Now we just see it implies minus 1 by 2 plus 5 by 2. You may understood. Now how you can add minus 1 by 2 and 5 by 2? denominator is same, just write that and operate the numerator. That means minus 1 plus 5. What is minus 1 plus 5? Answer is 4. So 4 by 2 is 2. You got the answer as 2. This is the answer for that big question. You may think that this is very big question, but even though the question is big, answer is too simple as 2. See, 2. Your answer is 2. So let me explain this question once again. That's my duty to explain again and again. So I will do that duty. In question 3 terms were there. So what I am going to do is first time and second time I used to write together. Sorry, first time and third time I used to write together, and the second time I written in at last. Okay, what is the reason for writing these two terms together? Can you tell me? Can you tell me that? Yes, because 3 by 5 is common in both terms. That's why I written that two terms together. When you take 3 by 5 outside, what will remain here? Minus 2 by 3 will remain. Don't forget to write sign. I remember. Don't forget to. I remind you. Don't forget to write sign. Please do that. Don't forget to write sign. If you take 3 by 5 outside, what will remain? 2 by 3 will remain. Minus 2 by 3 will remain. Written. Then next you have to consider this term. I took 3 by 5 outside, no? From both the term, I took 3 by 5 outside. 3 by 5 is common for both term. I took outside. So here minus 2 by 3 will remain. Here 1 by 6 only remain. When you consider sign, it become minus 1 by 6 will remain, minus 1 by 6. Then last time as it is. And here I applied cross multiplication. After that I got this much. Then in these two terms, little cancellation is possible. I have done that cancellation. And after that I got minus 3 by 6 plus 5 by 2. Here again 3 and 6 will get cancelled by 3. That I did. Then I got the answer as what? 2. I understood. So you may understood how this question can be solved out, isn't it? And let me tell you one thing, you have to give much importance to this kind of problem. And you may understood that this question is a little bit lengthy to solve and little bit confusing too. So that is a problem of mathematics. Here students are struggling. That means when they face a problem little bit big, then they may what do much errors in this kind of problem. Sign mistake, signing, they may forget to write sign, minus, plus. Once in the first or second step, if sign is mistake, and then the entire system will break. So there is no other way. So that is the problem of maths. You have to be much alert. That means you have to be smart enough to solve a mathematics problem. I think you all 8th kids are very smart. So take it as a challenge. You can consider this question as a challenge and do this problem with smartness, and you have to give your complete concentration while solving this kind of problem. And you have to give this. You have to consider this question as I told you. You have to consider this question as very important question, and just practice twice or thrice. Okay, and learn it. Don't by heart it. Practice twice or thrice in the sense you have to learn it well. That much only. And let us move to the next question. See, this is your next question, and this is also, as I said, lengthy question. 2 by 5 into minus 3 by 7 minus 1 by 6 into 3 by 2 plus 1 by 14 into 2 by 5. See, this is your question. And okay, how we can count the number of terms? Can you consider it as 2 terms? No. Operation is multiplication, so you can consider it as a single term. And this is another term, and this is another term, because minus and plus only will separate the term. So first term, second term, and third term. Now we just see the terms. Which all terms can write together? Can I write 2 by 5 into minus 3 by 7 and this term together? Is there any common in both term? Is there any common term? No. So can I write this term and this term together? Yes, I can. Why? Because one term is common, because here 2 by 5 is there and here also 2 by 5 is there. So just write that two terms together. That is a rule. That means first term 2 by 5 into minus 3 by 7 as it is. Then the last term I have to write with the sign. Sign is plus. So plus 1 by 14 into 2 by 5. Then the remaining term you have to write together. Which is the remaining term? 1 by 6 into 3 by 2 with the sign. That means minus 1 by 6 into 3 by 2. Now we just see. We got this much. That means We are on the track. We reached in the track. Now we have to go on the process, isn't it? That means now we just see this is now you can consider this as first time, you can consider this as second time, and this is your third time, and you just consider these two times, first time and second time, which came as common here, which came as common is, you are right, 2 by 5 is common. Take outside 2 by 5, just make stand outside. So when you take 2 by 5 outside, from this time which will remain, 3 by 7 will remain with the sign minus 3 by 7 will remain, and which is the next sign, which is the next sign, plus. You have to write this plus as it is, and from this time I have taken which outside, 2 by 5 is standing outside, so what will remain, 1 by 14. Let me tell you one thing, നിങ്ങൾ ആദ്യത്തെ ടൈമിൽ രണ്ടാമത്തെ ടൈമിൽ എന്താണ് ഔട്ട്സൈഡ് എടുക്കുന്നത്, 2 by 5 പുറത്തെടുത്ത് വെച്ചു. ഇനി നിങ്ങൾ 2 by 5നെ പറ്റി ആലോചിക്കേണ്ട, ബാക്കിയുള്ള ആദ്യത്തെ ടൈമിലും രണ്ടാമത്തെ ടൈമിലും 2 by 5 അല്ലാതെ ബാക്കിയുള്ള ടൈമിനെ പറ്റി മാത്രം ആലോചിച്ച് എഴുതിയാൽ മതി. മൈനസ് 3 by 7 ഇവിടെ ഉണ്ട്. ഈ സൈൻ എന്താണോ പ്ലസ് ആണെങ്കിൽ പ്ലസ്, മൈനസ് ആണെങ്കിൽ മൈനസ്, അതുപോലെ ഇറക്കി എഴുതണം. എന്നിട്ട് 2 by 5 is standing in outside, then what will remain, 1 by 14 will remain, just like that. And last time minus 1 by 6 into 3 by 2 as it is. This term will come down as it is, okay, without any change. Now you just see simplification effect here only. So now you just see it become 2 by 5 into 2 by 5 into, and how we can operate this, can you tell me? This time let me use LCM, because LCM method. Why? Because here the numbers are little bit bigger, so let me use LCM method. Here the denominator is 14. Can you make this, why I am using LCM method? Because here the operation is addition. If it is addition or subtraction, you have to use cross multiplication or LCM. Since the denominator here it is 14, here it is 7. Can you make this 7 as 14? Yes, you can make, but just multiply with the 2. That means denominator you must multiply with the 2. When you multiply denominator with the 2, numerator also you have to multiply with the 2. So what we will get? What is minus 3 into 2? Minus 6 by 7 into 2, 14, plus 1 by 14. Then minus 1 by 6 into 3 by 2 without any change as it is. Now just see it becomes 2 by 5 is standing outside into, now just see denominator same. So just write that is advantage. Add the numerator, which is the numerator, minus 6 plus 1. What is minus 6 plus 1? Answer is minus 5. You may understood. Minus 1 by 6 into 3 by 2. Now just see it become, see, can I write it as 2 by 5? If there is no sign, it means into, minus 5 by 14 as it is, minus 1 by 6 into 3 by 2 as it is. You may understood, isn't it? That implies, can you cancel any terms? Yes, of course you can cancel. Which all terms get cancelled? See, can you cancel in this way? This way of cancellation is not possible, because 2 and 5 no common factor, 5 and 14 no common factor. But can you cancel in this way? In 2 and 14, which is the common factor? 2 is a common factor for 2 and 14. In 2 how many 2? 1. In 14 how many 2? 7. Cancel. And can you cancel in this way? Yes, both are 5. So you can cancel. Which is common factor? 5 itself is a common factor. In 5 how many 5? 1. In 5 how many 5? 1. നിങ്ങൾക്ക് മനസ്സിലായോ? 2 നും 14 ഏതായിരുന്നു കോമൺ ഫാക്ടർ? ഏതാ 2 നും 14 കോമൺ ഫാക്ടർ? 2 ആണ് കോമൺ ഫാക്ടർ. അപ്പോൾ എന്ത് ചെയ്യും? 2 വെച്ച് ഡിവൈഡ് ചെയ്യണം. 2 എത്ര 2 ഉണ്ട്? 1. 14 എത്ര 2 ഉണ്ട്? 7. അങ്ങനെയാണ് നോക്കുക. പിന്നെ ഇവിടെ 2 കോമൺ ഫാക്ടർ 5 ആണ്. 5ഉം 5നും കോമൺ ഫാക്ടർ 5 ഉണ്ട്. ഇൻ 5 ഹൗ മെനി 5? 1. ഇൻ 5 ഹൗ മെനി 5? 1. ഏതാണോ കോമൺ ഫാക്ടർ അത് വെച്ച് ഡിവൈഡ് ചെയ്യുന്നു എന്നുള്ളതാണ്. ഇവിടുത്തെ 2ൻ്റെ ഈ 2ഉം 14നും കോമൺ ഫാക്ടർ ഏതായിരുന്നു? 2. അപ്പോൾ നമ്മൾ എന്തിനും ഇവിടെയും 2 കൊണ്ട് ഡിവൈഡ് ചെയ്യണം, ഇവിടെയും 2 കൊണ്ട് ഡിവൈഡ് ചെയ്യണം. അങ്ങനെയാണ്. 2നെ 2 കൊണ്ട് ഡിവൈഡ് ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ 1, 14നെ 2 കൊണ്ട് ഡിവൈഡ് ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ 7. അതാണ് വേറെ രീതി ഞാൻ പറഞ്ഞത്. ഇവിടെ 2ൻ്റെ കോമൺ ഫാക്ടർ 5ആണ്. അപ്പോൾ ഇതിനെ 5 കൊണ്ട് ഡിവൈഡ് ചെയ്യുക, അപ്പോൾ 1 കിട്ടും. അതാണ് ഈ മെത്തേഡ്. Now you can multiply. Since the operation is multiplication, you can multiply the numerator and multiply the denominator. And don't get confused between multiplication, addition, subtraction. Processes are different, two different. So you can multiply the numerator and multiply the denominator. So what is 1 into 1? It is not 1 into 1. 1 minus is remaining there. Don't forget that. So you have to read it as 1 into minus 1. What is 1 into minus 1? Minus 1. And denominator 1 into 7, 7 minus. And here you are right. Here, since it is multiplication, can you multiply numerator and denominator? Before that, is there any simplification process? Yes, simplification possible. Why? Because 3 and 6 can be cancelled, no? Which is a common factor for 3 and 6? 3 itself is a common factor for 3 and 6. In 3, how many 3? 1. In 6, how many 3? 2. So now you just see, now it become, what is 1 into 1? Since the operation is multiplication, you can multiply the numerator and multiply the denominator. നിങ്ങൾ പഠിക്കുമ്പോൾ ശ്രദ്ധിച്ച് പഠിക്കുക. ഇവിടെ ഓപ്പറേഷൻ മൾട്ടിപ്ലിക്കേഷൻ ആയതുകൊണ്ട് ഇങ്ങനെ ചെയ്യാം. അതിനു മുമ്പ് സിംപ്ലിഫിക്കേഷൻ പറ്റുമെങ്കിൽ ചെയ്യാം. ഇവിടെ ഉദാഹരണത്തിന് ഞാൻ വേറൊരു കാര്യം നിങ്ങളോട് ചോദിക്കട്ടെ, നിങ്ങളുടെ ഒരു ഇൻഫർമേഷന് വേണ്ടിയിട്ടാട്ടോ, നിങ്ങൾ ശ്രദ്ധിക്കണം. ഇവിടെ ഒരു 1/3 പ്ലസ് ഒരു 6/2 എന്നൊക്കെ കണ്ടു. ഇത് നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ഇങ്ങനെ ക്യാൻസൽ ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റുമോ? പറ്റില്ല. കാരണം എന്താ, ഇവിടെ ഓപ്പറേഷൻ പ്ലസ് ആണ്. ഓപ്പറേഷൻ പ്ലസ്സോ മൈനസോ ആണെങ്കിൽ ഇങ്ങനെയും ക്യാൻസൽ ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റില്ല. ഐ റിപ്പീറ്റ്, ഇവിടുത്തെ ഓപ്പറേഷൻ പ്ലസ്സോ മൈനസോ ആണെങ്കിൽ ഇങ്ങനെയും ക്യാൻസൽ ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റില്ല. ഇങ്ങനെയും ക്യാൻസൽ ചെയ്യാമെന്ന് മാത്രം. പക്ഷേ മൾട്ടിപ്ലിക്കേഷൻ ആയതുകൊണ്ട് ഇങ്ങനെ ക്യാൻസൽ ചെയ്യും, ഇങ്ങനെ ക്യാൻസൽ ചെയ്യാം. ഡോണ്ട് ഫോർഗെറ്റ് ദാറ്റ്. ഡോണ്ട് ഗെറ്റ് ഇൻ കൺഫ്യൂസ്. സോ ഇറ്റ് ബിക്കംസ്, what is 1 into 1? 1. What is 2 into 2? 4. So we have reached this much. Minus 1/7 minus 1/7 minus 1/4. And now how you can calculate the remaining part? See, if you want you can cross multiply, otherwise make the denominator same. So I am going to cross multiply. What is minus 1 into 4? Minus 4. And next to this operation, subtraction. 7 into 1? 7 by 7 into 4? 28. And what is the answer? What is minus 4 minus 7? Minus 11. So answer is minus 11 by 28 gives your final answer. So step by step, you just see step by step. You may understood. We arranged the term such that terms carrying common number I write together. Then I took common number outside. Then here I applied LCM method, and last time as it is I have written. And after doing LCM method I simplified. Then I more simplification, that means cut and short method I applied. Since the operation is multiplication, you can cancel in this way. Even if the operation is plus and minus, you cannot cancel in this way. So here I cancelled and terms become more simplified, and we got the answer as minus 11 by 28. You know, still it is raining outside, and now the video duration is almost half an hour. So can we wind up this video session? Yes, I'm going to wind up this video session, and I know that we only discussed 2 questions. You know why I am not giving any activity? You know why? Because you no need to do any activities today. You just try to solve this question and again. So when I am saying again and again, you don't think that you have to by heart the question. I don't mean that. When I am saying again and again you have to practice, means you have to practice and you have to get in touch with the method I have used. So all the best, practice question well, and do your notebook works. Okay, I'm wishing a very smart learning, because I know that seriousness of the topics which I have discussed just now. Very 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 important concept. And let me add one more thing. If you can able to solve this kind of question, you are going to you are going to form miracles in this mathematics learning. Okay, wish you good learning. Bye.